So we all have motorcycles. Well, no, that's not true. And why is this not even, it's not even looking at me. Look, I don't even, there it goes. Okay, got it. Okay, now I can bring this back, I think. Yes. Okay, so maybe it's because my hat's down too far. Anyways, you got a motorcycle. I've got a motorcycle. I'd love to have a new motorcycle, but I don't want to spend the money that it costs for a new motorcycle. And as of now, I love my motorcycle. But what I really would love is if my motorcycle had CarPlay, you know, because I love CarPlay ever since it came out. I have CarPlay now in my car, which I love. And normally I just mount my phone, but you know, your phone is, well, it could be $1,000, it could be $1,500. It's an expensive piece of hardware. And having something that's a little bigger, having something that does what your phone kind of does, but designed for use while you're driving, riding, can be a lot better. So these folks here, they're from a company called OttoCast. And I'm just gonna bring up their site here. Okay, OttoCast. Now, when you go to the site, at least when I go to the site, unlock $30 off discount. So why would you not want that? There it is right there. But anyways, I'll just hit no thanks right now. But you can see here, if I hit the little button at the top, products. You are looking at, they have CarPlay for your car if you want to add that, or if you have actual CarPlay but you don't have wireless CarPlay, they have that. And then they have this one here. You guys can see it, right? CarPlay Lite. Now, it's a little hard to find it on just the search, but if you go into their, it's hard to find it on their site. I found on the phone. It was easy to find it on the computer. I'm not too sure why. It's different. But if you just search for Lite in their search engine, you can see it here, CarPlay Lite C5, is that right? C5 motorcycle. Boom. $344.39. Now, I think that's Canadian. I think that's Canadian because you can see here it's $249 US. So, that way better? Well, it's even way better than, let's say you wanted to go buy a Garmin or something like that, right? Garmin's can cost a lot more. Now, I know that if you get a Garmin, you get a lot of different features, but maybe you're like me and you just want something that's a little bit better than your phone. I have a Garmin. I don't even have it mounted anymore because I find that the maps are not always updated. It's slow. Yes, it's glove friendly for sure, mine, because I have a Zumo, but so is this, I think. So, this is it here. Smarten up your motorcycle, compatible with, well, motorcycles, right? Fast and free shipping, 30-day money-back guaranteed. I'm super excited. This is the one thing this year that I have been most excited for to put on my bike. And I'm not going to put it on my bike right now because it's winter. So yeah, this is going to be an unboxing, and we're going to just turn it on and set it up because I have a battery. I have a battery here that I wanted to kind of test because I want to use this when I'm riding. So this is the box, IPX7, right? High quality guarantee. You gotta, it's proof, it says it. Waterproof navigator, okay. What does that say? A 5-inch touch panel, so that's bigger than my phone, I think. 1,000 nits, that's pretty good. IPX7, multifunction, fast signal receiver, long working time. But I'm gonna, for me, I think this is gonna be just hardwire. I'm gonna hardwire this in, so it should be good to go. I have a knife. Don't know if I needed a knife, but I have a knife. And this is what I've been waiting for, you know. Well, that's gonna be a good size, actually. So that's it right there. Comes with a little sunshade, right? That's cool. And then you get all the goodies and instructions. So we're just gonna put all that out on the table here. So first off, this is, my guess is what's kind of gonna give you maybe an additional USB, right? So it seems to be mini USB to full-size USB-A. All right, this is going to be USB-A to whatever connector it is. My guess is that it's going to go to this, and then this has like a weatherproof gasket on it. You guys can see that. And then that's going to go up and screw it in so it becomes weatherproof. This is going to be what connects this to this. And then this goes all the way back to somewhere. Again, I'm going to mount it in the spring, so a couple months from now. But we're gonna hopefully maybe try it here. And then it comes with like, it's like a ram mount style, right? So it's got that little ram mount ball kind of adapter, swing arm. Put that on there. Good. You can either use this, or you could probably just use it straight, right? Because it just has a bunch of like U-bolts. Yeah, that's good. Tiny little screwdriver with some screws in there, washers. Yep. And introduction and instructions. So what more do you want? It should be everything. It doesn't come with an SD card. What does it say? Installing the SD card inserts as shown in the picture. Yeah, I'm with you. My guess is you want to make sure you do this before you seal it, just so that it stays somewhat water resistant. It has 2 gigs internal flash. Cool. 5-inch LCD screen. Yep. USB 2.0. It has a SD card slot. Can play all kinds of video formats. You guys can see that there. All kinds of audio formats. Uses 5G Wi-Fi, 2-channel Bluetooth, charger. Yep. Temperature. Good. Working humidity range, etc., etc. You guys can see all that. You can read it. You're smart people. And then last but not least, this is how you would set up the actual CarPlay. Right there. That's all the manually goodness. Because if you can't set up the CarPlay, then why are you getting it, right? What's the point? But this is the magic. This is the magic right here. So my guess is it gives you 2 options, right? This piece here is my guess. This piece here and this crazy long cable here would be if you want to hardwire it, let's say, to your battery. Yes, would be my guess. I'm thinking, right? Or hardwire it to some kind of electronical cable. Electronical. Because there's a little outs right there. You guys may or may not be able to see them. They're just the little ends of the wire. So that's going to tie in. Maybe you tie it into your headlight or something like that so it gets enough power. But if you do not, you can just have it into one of these, which you have. Or if you have you have one already, then you can just plug it in. Now for me, my hope is I have power right here. And because of that, my hope is that I can just turn this on. Please, what does that say? Please peel off this mask. Okay. Satisfying. Satisfying. I gotta hold this. Okay, so this is good. You guys can see it. So I'm gonna put my phone up against it. Your phone actually is probably bigger. Your phone is probably bigger, but this is bigger than my GPS. My Garmin's 4.3 inches, so it seems like a nice screen. And it does have like a traditional mount on the back, so I would think that if you have just a nice mount that you can design, even if you just designed one, you could probably just mount that on. Somebody out there can come up with a mount for this. Yeehaw. And then if you don't want this on here, which I don't know why you wouldn't, but you can kind of take this off. You probably have to just take this off somehow, right? Like you pull this back and you lift that up. There's a power button right there. Okay, I'm with you so far. Does plug-in come out? Nope. It's all in there. I'm curious though, because let's say you didn't want it in there, right? You're like, nope, I don't want it. I got to take it out for some reason. It's not as easy to get out. We'll work on that. I'll work on that when we're doing the install video, okay? But is that a pencil? It does. It comes with a little stylus. Check that out. I probably wouldn't use that while I was riding, but when you're at home and you're like, tick. Okay, that just goes in there. Check that out. That's something. Little pencil. It's like a little tablet. And this is my guess. This is my guess is where your SD card goes in there. That's why you have that screwdriver. You're going to unscrew these. You're going to put your SD card in there. And then that's going to go. That's what that's for. That's what that's for. That's going in there so that it's sealed, right? Waterproof sealed. Okay. All right. I'm down. So for us, because I'm going to try to connect it right there, this is going together. You guys see what I'm doing here? You guys see what I'm doing here? I wasn't going to do this video till later, but It's been sitting in a box, not that long, sitting in a box for a little bit, and I'm just like, oh, I so want to just play with it. My bike's sitting at somebody else's house in storage, but doesn't matter. Okay, so this, yeah, that's on there. Okay, and then we're gonna take this and we're gonna plug it into power. Okay, I'm gonna hit the power button. Oh yeah, it's got a little V-strum. I have a V-strum. I like that V-strum though. Data loading. That's a nice screen. And angle-wise, because sometimes you get these and you're like, oh yeah, the angle sucks, right? Because sometimes you have it and there's whatever. And I got a bright light right there. That's seeable. Oh yes. All right, so on here, you'll see we have settings, AirPlay, CarPlay, Android Auto, memory, which I don't have right now. And I don't think we necessarily need memory because that would be like, my guess is if you wanted to download and store additional stuff, or if you want to be able to play movies on here or whatever it is. So I'm gonna hit settings. We're gonna see what settings. Touch seems good. System, right? Wallpaper, language, date, time. I can probably go in here and change that, right? You date and time. Can I change this? I can. So I might as well. Today is the, don't even know. Today is the, I can't remember. Oh, done. Boom. Yeah. Click. I can do an update, upgrade system. No in here. I guess, again, you could probably put an update on your SD card and update it, right? Upgrade this, right? Same idea. That's fine, but you can. System version, yeah, SDKs, all that's kind of good stuff. Wi-Fi, car Wi-Fi, yeah, password is right there. Because that's what you're going to connect to, yes? Okay, so let's just go back here, because I think to get this to go into CarPlay, CarPlay is that's what I want, right? Welcome to wireless CarPlay. Please use your phone for Bluetooth pairing. The Bluetooth search name is blah, blah, blah. Follow the prompts on your phone for connection. Okay, so I'm gonna bring up, we're gonna put these side by side here. I'm gonna bring up my settings. Okay, settings. And then we're gonna go to Bluetooth. And then we're gonna go to the bottom. See if there's anything there. Car Bluetooth. I'm guessing that's it. Yep, click. I'm hoping for easy. Because us motorcycle riders, that's all we want. Hey, look, password. Are they matching? Yes. Pair. Allow. We want easy because, come on now, motorcycle riders. That's, boom! I got CarPlay. Oh, I'm so happy right now. You have no idea how happy I am. Right? So this is now fantastic. So if I was like going in here, for instance, and I was like, okay, so I'm going to load this before I go. And I'm like, I am, and I could use Google Maps or Apple Maps or whatever, but I'm going to use Apple Maps for now. I would like to go to, I'm driving to, well, actually I'm doing this summer. I'm going to Laconia. It's loading, it's figuring it out. Go, you'll see this show up there. And if I tap, because this is mounted on my motorcycle, right? I tap on it, boom, it goes full. And we're rock and rolling. And it's nice because I'll probably still put my phone up on, like, because I have a dash mount or a handlebar mount for my phone. So I'll probably still have my phone up there. And what's nice is you can see when you go into, you have CarPlay on here, you get the map on the CarPlay, but you get step by step right here, right? Actually on your phone. So this is nice because I could be driving and realize that in 500 meters I have to do something versus this. Now, the other thing that's nice with CarPlay is that you can just kind of click down here and you get different things. Like you can have your next step. You can have like music playing. You can have your maps. I can tap here and just be like, go to my music to play some music. The map stuff is still on the bottom. I can just tap that to go back, right? And because this is CarPlay, if you actually click on this, I can bring up, yeah, I can bring up Siri. So that's cool. Not that you're gonna, but if you had this, because you can, had connected to like a comm on your headset, then you could talk to Siri. Then of course you have, if you tap back and forth, you have all the apps that you can have installed here, right? So now playing, your phone, your music, your maps, your messages, I have calendars, If I scroll over here, I have Waze, WhatsApp, Google Maps, and there's a bunch of apps out there. Now, Apple restricts CarPlay a little bit to apps that you and I should only be kind of using. They're kind of meant to be using in a car, on a motorcycle, et cetera, et cetera. So there's another program that I use actually on here called Scenic. So I'll probably add Scenic on here because Scenic actually allows me to import like GPX files for maps, which would be actually really nice to have up here. So yeah, it's a great way to have your maps up here because I know for a fact, I've been using my phone and like you're on a map or whatever like it is, and you hit a bump or whatever, and the accelerometer in your phone goes blunk, and then all of a sudden the map's vertical instead of horizontal, and you're like, I can't see it. This isn't going to do that. Plus, maybe you're someone that listens to music on your phone and watches maps, so going back and forth between them with little tiny icons that are supposed to be done like barehanded, that's not going to function well either. This, right, I can easily tap this, or if you just kind of keep this screen up here, this one here, it's easy to kind of just fast forward through here if you want. You can tap on your maps, right? You can tap on your music to see what's playing. You can go back to your maps because it's just the things that you and I are using while we're driving. I'm super excited for this. Super excited for this. This is going to get mounted as soon as the weather allows me to bring it. Well, actually, before the weather allows me to bring the bike out, I'll start modifying and adding the stuff that I buy over winter because I'm doing that now. That's kind of what's happening. This is going to be one of the first things that goes on for sure. All right, guys, this is the OttoCast. Anybody that's looking at getting CarPlay for their older bike, even a newer bike that doesn't have anything like this, I think it's a great add-on. All right, guys, links down below to where you can get this, and I'm going to leave you there. Like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the little notification bell, and I'll see you guys next video. Later.